Hello everyone, my name is Hunter Ring, and today I'm going to be teaching Zach Seiden about the nutrition facts label of Cheerios and Nature Valley Oat Bars. So the purpose of this video is to explain how to read and understand the new nutritional facts label, which you can find on most packaged foods. I'll go over what each part of the label means, from serving size and calories to units like fat, sugar, fiber, and vitamins. Then I'm going to quiz you at the end using a second food product to make sure that you understand how to interpret the label. So the two products that we're going to be using today are a box of Cheerios cereal as the main example, and then later I'm going to quiz you on a granola bar label. So you can find the nutrition facts label on the side or the back of food packaging, and as it provides important information about what's inside your food, like calories, fat, sugar, fiber, and other key nutrients. This helps you to make easier health choices by comparing foods and managing your diet well. So basically, in terms of serving size, Cheerios lists a serving size of 1 cup, which is 28 grams, and says that there's 8 servings per container. This means that all the numbers you see below are based on eating 1 cup, not the whole box. So I'm just going to explain a couple things that you could find on the nutrition label, including like calories, fat, saturated fat, etc. So basically, for calories, there's 140 calories per serving on the Cheerios. This tells us exactly how much energy you get from 1 cup, which is what calories are. In terms of total fat, Cheerios have 2 grams of fat, which is pretty low. So if you're watching this, it's good for low fat intake and good to eat for a healthy diet. In terms of saturated fat, it has 0.5 grams of saturated fat, and too much of this can raise your cholesterol levels, so it's good that it doesn't have a lot. Cholesterol, Cheerios have 0 milligrams of cholesterol, which means it's heart friendly, which again adds to it being a good addition to your diet. Sodium is 190 milligrams of sodium, which is moderate, but sometimes it's good to monitor if you're trying to limit how much salt you take, so low sodium can be healthy. In terms of carbohydrates, it has 28 grams of total carbs, which includes starches, fibers, and sugars. And then dietary fibers, it has 4 grams, so that's a really good source since fiber can help your digestion, and it can also lower your cholesterol over time. In terms of total sugar, it has 1 gram of sugar, which includes both natural and added, which is a low source of sugar, which is good for your health as well. And it has 0 grams of added sugar, which is even better for your health because there's no extra sugar which is added during the processing and the making of it. And it has 5 grams of protein, which is good for muscle repair and just health in general. I know I keep saying health, but it's a good health food. In terms of vitamins and minerals, it is an excellent source of vitamin D, iron, calcium, and potassium, which is all essential for bone and blood health. So I'm going to go in a little more depth about added sugars. Added sugars are added during the processing and are not naturally found in the food. For example, fruit has natural sugar, but if you add sugar to something like yogurt or cereal, that's what added sugars would be. Checking this would help you limit how much sugar you take in. The FDA recommends keeping the added sugars under 10% of daily calories, so Cheerios is an excellent source of staying away from the added sugars. So I'm also going to explain the daily value footnote. At the bottom of the label, you'll see a footnote about daily values. It says that the % daily value tells you how much a nutrient in a serving contributes to a daily diet. This helps you know if a food is high or low in something. For example, 5% DV or less is low, and 20% DV or more is high. So this would be an example of low. So now I'm going to quiz you on what I just taught you. Basically about So now that I've explained to you the main aspects of the food label about the Cheerios, I'm going to ask you 3 questions about the granola bar. So the first question is about the serving size. What is the serving size for this granola bar, and how many servings are in one package?
Yeah, the serving size for 1 bar is 42 grams. There's 1 serving per package.
That's right. That means all the numbers on this label are based on eating 1 bar. So, second question is going to be about added sugars. How many grams of added sugars does this granola bar have, and what does that mean?
It has 11 grams of added sugar.
Yes.
That means that there's extra sugar that was added during processing. That's a fairly high amount for one small snack, so it's something to watch if you're limiting sugar.
Exactly. And added sugars are listed separately to help consumers reduce excess sugar intake, which you could probably see. And then the third question is going to be about sodium and percent daily value. What would you say this granola bar is, whether it's high or low in sodium, on the percent daily value?
So it has 160 milligrams of sodium, which is about 7% of the daily value.
Right.
I'd say that's considerably low to moderate.
Right. And remember, 5% or less is low, and then 20% would be high. So yeah, great job, and you pretty much answered everything correctly.
Thank you.
And now that you have a correct understanding of serving sizes and nutritional labels, you'll be able to improve your diet over time.
I'm looking forward
Thank
to
you.
it. Looking forward to it.
All right, thank you.